to my YouTube channel, and hello to my science teacher, Miss Sebastian, and my fellow classmates who will be watching this video sometime soon. So, basically, this is my Cell City project, and basically it's this representation of a eukaryotic animal cell, but we sort of have to represent it as a city. All the organelles are sort of like their own building that performs certain jobs, so it's going to be really cool, and I just wanted to showcase this on video. So yeah, this is how it's going to go. So everyone, let's take a tour of LysoLand. The first thing we're going to look at is the nucleus. Let's go. The nucleus is this town hall building right here. Basically, if we take off the roof for a second, you can see this center room, and that is the nucleolus, where the RNA is stored and all of that good stuff. And that's basically like the central room, and everything surrounding it that's within the walls of the building is just the nucleus itself. And the nucleus stores like DNA and stuff. So basically I thought like it would be the town hall. They would store laws and carry out orders to the rest of the city. The outer walls are the nuclear membrane, because the nuclear membrane basically surrounds the nucleus and basically contains it within the membrane itself. So yeah, that is the nucleus or town hall. Let's go on to the next thing. This factory building right here is the endoplasmic reticulum. And basically, I made it like this because the endoplasmic reticulum is basically this organelle, basically like this sort of network of sacs and stuff that like manufactures, processes, and transports like chemical compounds and stuff, and also helps make proteins and stuff. So basically, I made it this factory. And the factory would be responsible in the production of various products and that sort of thing. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Here is and finally, over here is the Golgi complex, or the Golgi apparatus. And basically, the Golgi apparatus, it takes like compounds and particles and stuff, and basically sort of like packages them and sort of takes them to other parts of the cell, or sort of takes them like outside of the cell. And basically I decided to make this sort of like a mail center kind of thing, and basically the mail center would be taking like mail from different parts of the city, like and other cities, and basically just sort of sorting through it and then sending it to, well, you'll see in a minute. And now that we've done some of the more like mainline organelles, I guess, let's look at some other ones. First up is the vesicle. Now, or vesicles rather. Basically, what I made the vesicle is a post office. Basically, it's like made by the Golgi apparatus, and it sort of transports packages made by it throughout the cell. And basically, I thought this would be kind of like a post office. Some like smaller packages like letters or like small packages would be sent here so that people can receive their mail, whereas the Golgi apparatus over here would basically be handling it on a much wider scale. So I made it as this sort of post office. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Not gonna lie, this is really fun. Now, this over here is the cytoplasm, these sorts of roads. Basically, I made the cytoplasm like paths and roads because basically everything in the cell sort of floats around in the cytoplasm, and sort of basically everything that goes in and out of the cell sort of moves around within it. The like organelles are like situated within it. So I decided to make it like the roads and foundation of the city. So let's move on. So over here is a ribosome. Now this ribosome, basically the ribosomes I represented as little farms, and basically little gardens or farms, because basically what ribosomes do is they produce proteins, and I decided that that would be good for basically a farm. They produce those kinds of nutrients. Basically, at a farm, they grow crops and animals and that sort of thing. So yeah, let's move on. I need to stop saying "so yeah, let's move on," but you know, it's fun to say it. So let's move on. Here is a vacuole. Now, basically, I made the vacuole like a grocery store, and right here I'm going to explain why. So basically, the vacuole basically has like it stores different nutrients like water, carbohydrates, proteins, those sorts of things. And so basically, I made it into a grocery store because grocery stores contain and sell food mainly. And so I made it into a grocery store. It says LysoLand Grocers. That's the name of the city, by the way. Over here is the lysosome. And the lysosome is represented as a restaurant in this, and I'm going to explain why right now. So basically, the lysosome basically takes in materials and basically breaks them down and does different things with them. And I made it as a restaurant because restaurants kind of do that too. They cook stuff, they cook food, they bring in food and they cook it, and they make different dishes out of it and serve them to guests. So I kind of made that connection, and that's where I ended up. Cafe Golgi. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Pretty funny name, though. Over here are the phospholipids. Now, phospholipids are these molecules that sort of surround the cell, surround the entire cell in the form of the cell membrane. They make up the cell membrane, and they sort of filter particles in and out and those sorts of things. So I made them as these guards who basically protect the city and let certain people come in and out. And speaking of the cell membrane and phospholipids, over here is the cell membrane, which is this sort of wall that protects the city. And the cell membrane, well, basically, it's basically what phospholipids do. Just sort of the membrane that surrounds the city and protects it and filters things in and out. So, yeah. And I think that's all.